WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Everything earned for a goal of elevation. Just passing the team over here might finish that bright future we can't vanish. SE25 any day, that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions. Fan cams, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when Eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Yes, guys, welcome back to Eagle-Eyed Football, and this is the match preview for Crystal Palace versus Leicester City. As always, we've got a contingent from the other side. Joined here with Chappie. How's it going, man?
All right, yourselves? Are you guys all right?
Yeah, we're doing good.
I know there's a few more of you guys, but you're a team, aren't you? I'm a loner. I'm a lone wolf.
Well, no, you guys are foxes. I thought that was going to be a great pun.
But no.
It would have been if you was a Wolves.
It would have
fan.
been. No.
If you was a Wolves fan, perfect.
I know. I'm looking to try and maybe merge a couple of different content creators and maybe do a new channel. So I don't know. I mean, ideas.
Collaboration's the best way forward, really, and also 100%. You just get to talk to each other instead of just rambling to yourself and going crazy after a while.
Yeah.
But we are here to talk about Leicester City and Crystal Palace. So, 3 games into the season, we've had our first international break. How do you think that your start to the season has been so far?
Oh man, just a mess of not knowing what's going on with points, deductions. I'm sure you all know that we managed to get away with it for now. But before that obviously came out, the despair of not knowing was bad enough, let alone losing a manager in the summer that had built this team up, that came from the Championship, and we thought, oh, you know what, we've got a system in place. It's going to be exciting to see what he's going to do in the Prem, and then he leaves, and he leaves with one of probably our best players as well available, to Chelsea. So it's like, ooh. So then Steve Cooper came in. It's like my head in my hands. Really, the guy that's had like 2 wins in 2 years away, and here we are again away. I don't see anything happening for this game, but we'll get into that in a bit. The opener against Spurs was a bit of a weird one because we got hammered for probably a good 40 minutes or so in that first half, leaking into the second half, and thought, God, how the hell are we going to pull anything out of the bag? And then come the second half, it looked like we should have won. It was crazy. And again, going further along, the away with Fulham was expected to lose because he's got shocking results against Fulham with every team he's been with, to be fair, Cooper. And then we went into the cup, and Ayew, your man, got his first goal, an absolute belter. You can talk to me about him probably later on.
Oh, we will.
I mean, it's a weird one. Like I just said off cam with you 2 weeks ago, Edouard and Ayew were part of your squad, and all of a sudden they're here. Football can just, man, it's so quick. And I'm a bit gutted about the Villa game. I felt like we were slightly robbed out of a pen, and but overall, I don't know. We'll see where we go. I think we've had a boost because of the PSR. That felt like a win in itself, not losing maybe 10 points.
Yeah. So for a team like the size of, I would still say that Leicester and Palace are maybe, I wouldn't say the same size, but I'd say they're similar size. But I know it's a few years ago now, but how is it going from, I guess, winning the league, winning a FA Cup, and going into the Championship again? Like, what's that feeling like? It must be very strange.
It's being a real football fan, supporting a football team outside of being supported by like oil tycoons and stuff. It's outside of the media six, so to speak. It's the normal. It's the norm. It's how football should be. You should be following your team no matter what. You're going down, going up, going down. It's the roller coaster of being a football fan for a normal sized team like me and you boys. Without obviously the cup success yet. You still never know. You might get something. You might get a League Cup. You're still in it, ain't you? So
Yes.
Honestly, it's the joys of winning and losing is mad, and we've obviously had some spells of that. I can't explain being Premier League champion to being back in the Championship within inside 10 years is insane.
Mm-hmm. But how was that year in the Championship? Granted, you had Maresca. How was it in the Championship, basically winning the league all over again? Do you think that if you had Maresca now, you'd maybe have done a little bit better at the start of the season, or how do you think things would have played out?
I felt a little bit disappointed, obviously. Hey, we've got a newbie in.
Not here. He's actually...
Is he not here?
Oh, I don't think he's clocked that he's in here.
Right, no. The speakers were connected to something different. I can hear you now.
All right.
Am I
Beautiful.
lagging?
It's nice to see you with no lag.
There's no lag, but I can hear myself through your speakers.
We can hear me. We can hear ourselves.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I'll put you in the back while you get some speakers.
I hope the football on the pitch, boys, is better than this. Where were we? Sorry.
Yeah. Do you think that with Maresca you'd have done maybe better in the first 3 games, or do you think that Cooper's done okay?
It's hard to judge because Cooper he's just not attack minded. I felt like Maresca had a lot more going about his style of attacking football going forwards. I just feel like we've gone slightly backwards in terms of side to side, more like Club Puel days. I am concerned that Leicester are gonna lose away because we don't go out and attack. You've got to go and attack when you go away. You've got to attack. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't, and we don't knock, I mean, I don't know how you boys are at home, but if you're anything like us that just sit back at the minute, it's going to be an interesting game. I don't know where the goals are going to come from because you've not scored many, have you yourselves?
No, I think we've only scored 1 goal ourselves.
Yeah, so and if we sit back and you sit back,
the thing is, though, is for us, it is 1 goal actually scored, but the other one was an own goal. We do go forwards. It's just that our finishing's been awful since the start of the season, really. But what I would say about what you with Cooper is that I do think that just seeing how Maresca plays at Chelsea, if he tried to implement that at Leicester, I feel like you would have turned into the team that, like Burnley last year, they would have tried to come up, play their expansive football, and just get ripped to shreds.
do you think?
I think so, because we've seen it quite a few times. We've seen Burnley do it, we've seen Fulham do it, and they've just gone straight back down. Sheffield United as well. Granted, they did well in their first year, but then they got found out and went straight back down again. So I do think that maybe that slightly more defensive approach is a lot less naive than just going back into the Premier League and expecting to play the exact same style of football.
Rich,
This is better.
Yes.
this is better.
Right.
Hectic day, mate.
This is going in the bin. I'm going to figure out how to sort out my Acer, and we're going to go Acer from now on. Happy days. Guys, apologies. Once again, tech issues on my end, but big up to Leach Happy as always.
How are you? Looking forward to
If you've seen our
Are you
stream
looking?
yesterday,
Are you looking forward to the fixture? Let's start with that. Are you looking forward to this weekend?
yes and no. And here's yes, because I think we've just picked up form at the right time. Our second half against Chelsea was great.
Yeah.
No, because whenever we go to a must-win game, it is very nervy.
And it
in
is.
that sense.
It's-
So,
This is a 6-pointer already, early doors. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
massive.
It's ridiculous. We're both shit.
I mean, our finishing's been terrible. That's what's cost us, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've mentioned already. Like, how are you feeling? Obviously, the points deduction's been.
Yeah,
scrap.
that was the big worry. Because obviously with that in place, you've got someone that's jumped ship in Maresca, and then you're like, who's coming in? with these points looming and not allowed to buy players maybe because we haven't got the money. No one knew what was going on at all. No matter what rumors were about, nobody actually knew what was going on. And to be honest with you, there's still something apparently going on. So we'll see. That's to do with the Championship last season. Can you be punished from the Championship to the Premier League? Are they changing the rules? Are they going to move the goalposts? It's all questions that we haven't got answers to. And I think starting a season where you've got points looming that potentially are going to be, you've got to look at it and think, 40 points is the total that you aim for to stay up, right? That's what we are doing right now. All of us are aiming for 40 points. But if you've got that 10-point deduction in your head, you've got to get 50 points. Based on the results and the performances that Leicester have had, I don't see where 50 points would come from. So if we add those points deductions, there's no chance in hell we were staying up. But now that that's gone, I do think the players might have a bit of belief. The fans certainly do. I felt the euphoria coming through when we found out there was no points deductions for now. I felt like we'd won 3 games, like back to back, like that overnight. It was mad. It was a weird feeling.
Yeah. So when you say for now, do you expect this to be brought back? Or
Yeah.
Is it a case where you think like Everton and Nottingham Forest might appeal this?
I think there's going to be pushbacks from other clubs that aren't happy about it because they have had points deductions. And then I also think there is something to do with this EFL are looking into it. I'm sure, I don't know if you've seen the statement or not, but they are looking into it as we speak. So that is out there if you want to try and find it. But yeah, that's the thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it could
still
literally
happen.
be from ecstasy to just peak.
So we've got that as well. You know, we've got that. So we might not be safe at any point, even like all the way to like the last few games. We'll be like, oh yes, no, who knows? So right now, I'm just enjoying Premier League football like while it lasts at the minute because I have no idea where it's going.
Sure. I mean, I know you were talking about Jordan Ayew.
That's mad.
Honestly,
he's Palace through and through. He's through and through. I don't see a Leicester shirt on him. Even when I make a graphic on my screen for the lineups, he's in a Palace shirt. I can't change him. I can't do it. It don't look right.
It does, but I mean, he's going to give you everything. Honestly,
Crazy.
like I know for us, if we're winning games. And it's like 10, 15 minutes ago, he's the one you want on the pitch, you know, coming off the bench, you know, winning fouls, just winding the clock down and stuff.
Where does he play around in Leicester's team though? Like, would you pair him sort of sat behind someone like Jamie Vardy, or would you put him more to the left and cutting in? Where do you put him?
He can play all across the front line.
He can.
That's the thing, because we've mostly played him on the right wing. Like, you know, running down, cutting in, crossing, or maybe passing it inside. But we have played him literally everywhere. We've played him on the right, which we've done most of the time. He's played up front for us for a season or two, and he scored like 10 goals in one of those seasons. For me personally, I think his best position was on the left, cutting in and using his right foot to shoot with.
That's what I said.
But he can also play in the 10. We've played him in the 8 as well. We've played him in midfield, and he did a really good job there as well. So he's just an all-around great player. You could play him anywhere in the front line, and he would do a job.
You do a job, yeah.
And if I'm honest, he's probably the guy I'm probably most afraid of in your team up front.
He's definitely going to play all day long
because we know what he's going to bring. He's just going to bring fouls. He's going to bring frustration.
Yeah.
And he's probably one of a few players that I've seen that the ball just seems to stick to his feet, and he's very unassuming with how strong he is as well. Like, you will see a few times this season where he'll barge a centre back and the centre back will go flying. You're thinking, what?
Whoa,
he's not even 6 foot and he's doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's incredible player. If only he could add a few more goals to his game, but if he scored that goal for you guys in the cup, then
it was against Tranmere though. It was against.
It's still a goal.
It's
still a goal though.
Yeah, it was a good goal.
But he'll get you.
Who you boys got in the cup? Who you guys got in the cup next?
QPR away.
QPR away.
Oh,
Can't wait.
When's that? Is that midweek?
Tuesday next
After
week.
the game. Yeah. Ooh.
I'm looking forward to it. We haven't played
absolutely.
QPR in like 15 years.
Wow. Yeah, we've
It's
got
gonna be a big one.
we've got, is it Warsaw? We've got away at Warsaw the following week, I think it is.
That's a good draw for Warsaw. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Getting a Prem team at home.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fancy that cup? Fancy that cup, boys?
We need a cup run, don't we?
You need a cup run. You need to win.
We need a trophy that's not the Zenit Data Cup.
Man.
We really do. And I think this is why we almost had an absolute meltdown as a fan base, because what Glasner did for us at the back end of last year was crazy. And then we had all these international players go. I think we had 7 or 8. They've obviously came back to us late.
Yeah, we had
But it
6
felt like
in
our
finals.
Yeah, you finished in a high, didn't you? Battered like Villa. Was it Villa?
Yeah, Villa, Man United.
They were on the,
It was a mad
though.
run. It was a mad run. Mad run.
But we scored 5 against Villa, 5 against West Ham, 4 against United, 2 beat Newcastle 2-0. Like it was ridiculous.
Wow. Yeah.
Glasner had said, like, at the start of the season, during pre-season, it's going to take a couple of weeks for us to get going. And I think he also had in mind the fact that, like I said, 7 of our players went off to international competitions, all making finals. So Mateta, Lerma, Munoz, Eze, Henderson, Wharton, and
Gay as well.
Gay.
Yeah, Lerma and Munoz.
Still phenomenal, by the way, against Ireland. I thought played ever so well.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
And then we had 2 finalists.
How long can you hold on to him for? Because he's one.
One more season.
Yeah,
I reckon January. I reckon new deal. He goes in January, and we try and.
Did you produce him from the academy?
No, we bought him from Chelsea's academy.
Oh, you've got him from Chelsea's academy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
London boy.
And stuff. But obviously now with Maxence Lacroix coming in, Trevor Traveller on loan, and Eddie Nketiah. He's the one I'm now thinking, does he start? Because Joe Ward, I don't know if you heard his comments, JC, said, boy, this guy's sharp. So I'm loving that already.
I don't know. I watched the shortened down version of it, and I just heard the other 2 chatting over him. So so I didn't really hear much of what Wardy said. But you know what? I wouldn't even say that Nketiah is the one I'm most excited about. I'd say it would be Maxence Lacroix, because from what he can bring as a centre back is incredible. I'll go out on a whim here and say this. I reckon that he's probably one of the fastest players in the whole Premier League now. That's how fast he is. He registered the fastest sprint in the Bundesliga last year. And the Bundesliga's got Alphonso Davies in that league.
Yeah, man.
So if you're outpacing this guy as a centre-back and he's 6'4",
Jesus.
crazy business.
What are you like with set pieces? Defending them?
Obviously, we had that bad spell, didn't we? We were known as a leaky centrepiece sort of defence for a while under Rodgers. I don't know what happened, but that's not a thing anymore. So we ain't got.
We haven't scored from a corner in ages, but now with like Chalobah, who's like 6 foot plus.
I can see what's going to happen here. Then I
have the number.
I can see what's going to happen here. I've just said, "Oh, we're fine." You've just gone. We have not scored for an ages. 2 + 2 equals. I mean, you're going to obviously score from fucking set piece now.
We haven't scored from a direct corner.
Wow.
We've scored from a short corner and then a process, but we haven't scored from a direct corner in 752 days.
I think our last goal from a corner was against Fulham 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, ours was against Man City 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we lost. So
bloody hell. I was going to say was who's starting in the middle for you boys, because I was watching your season review so far, and you were talking about Hughes over Decore. Is that right?
He was.
Oh,
when?
On one of those videos, you were saying, "Oh, I think Hughes will still get in."
I do think that Hughes would still start in this game because Decore hasn't he's the most football he's played is
But it's
literally in the last
Decore.
game.
But it's Decore. He's fucking awesome.
We know, but he had such a bad injury, and he's
Yeah.
come back already once, and he got injured again.
Yeah.
I just don't want to risk him until he's 100%
That's
bulletproof.
it. That's the problem with injuries, though. It's like Ricardo Pereira for Leicester. He was a fucking baller for ages.
He was unreal.
I thought, nah, he's going like right up to the top. We ain't seen him ever again. And then he done the ACL. And he's all right now. Don't get me wrong, but for a while, he weren't the same for quite a while. So I get it.
But still, Justin's not too far off, though. I think Justin's a good player.
Yeah, he's good, but he done his ACL as well. We had both sides, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good with Ebbs running towards it.
That's these wing backs. So it's the work rate of these wing backs now, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Mitchell and Munoz are unbelievable. But yeah, for me, I want to see Czech and Wharton. Like once Czech Decore came in against Chelsea, we literally controlled the midfield.
Yeah,
they were just
they were in the middle, isn't he?
good. Yeah, they were brilliant together. So that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, let's go into the comments. We talked to these guys.
I can't see the comments, so I'm
well, let's bring them up.
I'm gonna hop over now.
This guy loves Malcolm. Has he actually got any game time yet?
Oh, even you know what? With the long watch thing I did yesterday, I forgot to even mention he's probably not perfect.
Big up to the chairman. Big up Ree. Set up the Rams.
Up the Rams, chappy.
The dog also said,
"What you got Derby fan here for?"
Bro, how you got Jamie Vardy on here?
Hey, just when we're off stream, I have something to tell you, boys. You'll be like, "Holy crap!"
Oh,
I think you've told me this already, actually.
No, this is new today.
Big up guitar guy.
Yeah, you got an exclusive today.
Rex is saying, "I'd love to see Gay, Chalobah, and
That would be incredible." But that'll be very harsh on Richards, who's done nothing wrong at left centre back.
He's done nothing wrong, but America lost. America drew with New Zealand.
Just have jet lag. Have jet lag, Richards. Let Leicester see them through.
Yeah, and keep Turner over there as well. We actually played them in pre-season. I'm talking about league games. We haven't played them in the league for like 15 years or something like that. I talk about Lacroix. He's got 88 pace on FIFA. This is one for you. What happened to Ndidi?
So Maresca decided to try and start playing him as a cam in the Championship. So you know how Wilfred Ndidi is. Everyone knows Wilfred Ndidi is a bit like a lanky version of Kante, not as good as Kante, but does that sort of same thing. Intercepts, gets in the way, and gets a lot of tackles in. And Maresca thought, no, I'm going to play as a cam. Okay. And what he did is he played as an alternative formation. So when we're on the ball, he went with a 3 at the back and pulled Ricardo from right back into the middle and pushed Ndidi forwards as well. And it was really weird. And it worked, I suppose, because you're playing, I suppose, weaker sides in the Premier League, I guess. But he's not a cam. So I'm not quite sure what Steve Cooper's now going to do with him because he's getting on. He's getting a bit slow. He's definitely lost I'd say a step or two. We'll see. But he's not as good as he was. He really isn't.
Yeah, because I was saying with Dan on when we was doing Tactical, the tactics show that we do, and I said that last year they sort of played a similar thing to how Everton do it, you know, with Decore and Calvert-Lewin. They sort of had Ndidi and Vardy last year, sort of.
Yeah.
As like a
but he can't shoot. If you got on his FIFA rating, he's got like a 15 shooting rating. It's like, man can't shoot. Honestly, I swear, I want to say something, but I'm not going to because it's a YouTube channel. I don't want to get you pulled down. So we'll leave it there. His shooting's not good. Put it that way. We'll leave it there.
Do you think Ndidi will play as a 10 in this game?
I hope not. Yeah, probably. No. Steve Cooper won't do that. He'll settle with 9 at their back and Vardy up top. Kick, go long.
So we've got pace at the back now.
Guitar guy says it should be said that up until last match he's done a fairly good job and he's probably our most improved player under Glasner.
There you go.
That is true. That is
Okay.
true.
The dog's actually a Palace fan. He's just making bants.
I mean, I am on cheat code right now. I have literally just watched all of your match highlights and your review shows like within the last 20 minutes, just skim watching them all to catch up with what's been going
More
on.
views, yeah.
I've not watched football for like nearly a month because of family stuff
Yeah.
going on. So I'm behind. So if I do get anything right, I apologize.
That's
He's been
good.
pretty bang on so far.
You have.
Just watched the women beat whoever they were just playing 4-0 in a friendly.
Oh,
Awesome. That's good.
Like the
Who are the
Palace
scores?
women?
Who are the scores, Jamie? Yeah. WSL this year?
are they in the Championship, Palace women?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
league,
yeah.
Was
WSL.
there- yeah.
My
Got
niece,
promoted.
my niece plays for Birmingham. She's left Leicester. She's signed for Birmingham, so she's got a first professional contract as well at Birmingham.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Sweet.
yeah. She's
Yeah,
doing
we
excellent.
Yeah, we got promoted from the championship, so we're first year ever in the WSL.
When I say she's mine, it's not. It's my missus's niece. So,
Mhm.
but
You
yeah,
already
it
disowned
counts.
her, like-
It counts. It counts.
We've all got those football claim to fames.
Yeah.
Yeah. More views, get your clappers out. Wait, do you go to the games at the King Power?
I was going to the games. I've not been for a while. First of all, I work too many hours and I won't make it on time, so I just get home and go stream. That's it. It's easier.
Fair enough. Get rid of the clappers, though, please.
Are the clappers actually like a big thing at
The thing is, the clappers came in a long time ago. People seem to think that they're like a brand new thing. They've been in like when we was in the championship, probably 2 seasons before we came up originally, before we won the Prem. They were a thing even then. Like, and that was when we were like, I don't know, we were filling a 15,000 capacity into a 30,000 stadium. So they've been a thing for years. It's not like they're a brand new thing. They've been going ages. They cost 25 grand a game. It's a waste of money. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't really know what it was about, but but for some reason that they came in more promptly when they come up more promptly when, you know, this season we came up the first time. It was the Great Escape season where we was like really struggling. They just decided to really push them. And all of a sudden the momentum carried on and we stayed up, didn't we? So they just kept printing them out and pushing them hard and we won the fucking league. So they must have felt like they were like almost like a good luck sort of charm type thing. So they just on, but I think they've overstayed the welcome for many years now, to be honest.
Yeah. What we will do now is we're going to go through and do a combined 11. So what we'll do is we'll put this up now on the screen. So
Jesus.
what we'll do is we'll ask you to pick your formation, pick your combined 11, but you have to have at least 3 players from each team. So you can't build a full Leicester team. You have to have at least 3 Palace players in there.
That's fine.
So formation.
Should we start at the back?
Are you happy with 4-4-2 or do you want to change
Yeah,
it?
let's go 4-4-2 because then we could at least both have a striker without arguing.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Is that fair?
No, that is.
I'm going to argue over the goalkeeper. I think our goalkeeper is going to get pinched. He's that good. And I mean that.
Instead of, is it Emerson?
No, it's
Henderson.
Hermanson, right?
Hermanson, yeah.
Alright. There was weird rumors that we were in for Iverson very, very late.
He's not.
There he is, down there.
Yeah. Obviously, we like our Danes, don't we, with Kasper Schmeichel in the sticks. So it's going to be a tough one, this is.
All right, where are we going now? Right back.
You've got one out, though. You've got a guy injured in your defender. What's his name? The Asian lad. It's not Asian lad. Moroccan. Is he Moroccan? I think he's Moroccan.
He's not injured. Munoz, he's not injured.
Oh, okay.
He's thinking of Chadi Riyad.
Oh, yeah. That's
He's injured. He's Moroccan. But Munoz would be our right back choice here. Then again, no, he's pretty useless as a fullback. If he was going to pick him, I wouldn't play him at right back. I play him at wing back. I wouldn't play him at right back though.
You're going to go James Justin over.
I don't. This is yours. This is your 11.
Oh, okay. James Justin at left.
My S key is broken on my down keyboard.
What? Everyone's text not working today. Oh dear, I couldn't even hear you to begin with, could we? I was like,
All right, centre backs.
Oh, this might be tough. I mean, Gay's got to get in no matter what, right?
Yeah.
And I mean,
Rich one was crazy. I was about to type in Anderson.
I mean, I'll go for Leicester's new signing, but I mean, you guys probably might not even know who he is, which is Kaliba Kali. It's OKALI. He's like, he came and you never got him.
I thought it was Okoli, no?
That's him. Okoli, yeah.
Okay.
I put him in over Fars, who's the Belgium international we have, to be honest.
I only know one thing about Wout Faze, and that's that he scored he scored 2 own goals against Spurs or something like that, right?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, and we fluffed Champions League football then on. Twice 2 years in a row.
All right, who is your right winger, right midfielder?
Okay, so we've got Fataru, who is now become a Leicester folklore legend down there with his amazing signing video and his song. So that's Abdul Fats on the right, and we've got Steffi Mavadidi on the left. I don't know who you boys would go with yourselves. I'll argue.
We'll discuss it afterwards.
Who have you got? Let's have a quick look. Who was that guy that was rapid against Chelsea on that right side? What's his name?
It's mainly so.
Yeah, it's got to be him, isn't it?
Where in the midfield?
Well, is he? I suppose he's more of a striker, isn't he?
He'd be either right midfield or striker.
Well, okay.
I would play someone else or 2 people over him up front if you're going to do a combined 11.
In the middle,
who's your midfield 2B then?
Decore and Harry Winks.
Winks.
Harry Winks and Decore.
Front 2, most important.
See, Jamie Vardy's still going, lads. I don't know if you knew that or not, but he's still going.
Oh, we can see he's on stream with us.
Hey, chat shit, get banged. I got to go with my man Vardy. I mean, he's not been great for the last 2 games starting, but I've just got to go with him. And Ayew, which is technically speaking a Palace player. So
are we going Ayew next to him?
Yeah. Well, it'll be sitting behind it, but you can't adjust that. So
no, we can. We can put him there and him there.
That's what I'd do.
So this is your combined 11.
I think I've been more than fair there with plenty of Palace players in.
We've gone with 3 Palace players, so you've gone with the bare minimum here. Oh, wait, one sec.
What was that?
I had to tell my letters to shut up. This normally happens. Okay, this is your 11. Now this is the part where we go into the comments and see what the chat's saying. So people are saying,
obviously, that's my view.
Where is Eze?
Yeah, of course, but I'm not taking.
Where is Adam Wharton?
But you've got to start Ayew, so I'm going to put Ayew in, aren't I? I'm not going to put Eze there, am I?
It's a combined 11. It's the best team you could create.
Fine, swap Ayew for Eze then. Is you happy with that?
We'll see.
Rich is sitting there like.
Okay, Eze's in there.
Is that better?
There's
Rich is sitting there dying. He's dying.
Harry Winks is no more.
This record to shreds. I can't breathe. Coffee. I'm going to be.
Okay. Obviously, I haven't seen a Cody play, so I can't judge.
No. So yeah, he's been mustard since he's come in. I'm not lying.
I would say that your goalkeeper's gone as well.
No way. He'll be gone soon anyway. He's that good. I'm telling you.
Oh, he's gone already. No, he's just been replaced by Henderson.
No fucks given.
Not really.
Can we put Tyrick Mitchell left back, please? Thank you. This looks a bit better. Now we've got 3 Leicester players.
Let's be honest though. You did just big up James Justin. We can rewind the stream. I heard you say it.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good player.
I'll
He's
pick
just
him
not
up.
Tyrick Mitchell.
He's just not as good as Tyrick Mitchell.
I disagree.
That's absolutely fine.
I mean, at least we got 4 Leicester players in this one.
Yeah, but are you counted as one of yours? Let's be honest.
No.
It's gone.
He wears a Leicester shirt.
He'll wear a Leicester shirt when he scores on Saturday. I'll tell you that.
I mean, you never.
I must
He has
admit,
got a tendency.
Your wingers are wicked.
Oh man,
Fatua is sick. We were trying to buy him when you got him as well.
It's unbelievable.
And Ndidi, I'm not gonna lie, I want him next season.
Yeah. Depends where we go. If we go down, then you take him. If you go down, then you don't take him.
I mean, if we go down, pretty much everyone that's in our team has gone.
Oh, well, we've had 2 of your sort of players, so we might as well take Eze as well, haven't we?
So let's move on from the nonsense. Here's a question.
Okay.
With you saying Jamie Vardy's
I had to put him
good.
He hasn't, but
is there an argument that Mateta goes in there?
Nah, fuck
or
off.
even
Jamie Vardy, man. It's Jamie
Nketiah.
Vardy. Look, if it was Drogba, you wouldn't be taking Drogba off. He's 50 years old. You're still leaving Drogba. You leave Jamie Vardy where he is.
Oh, what if I don't?
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What if I don't?
It's Jamie Vardy, man.
All right, we'll leave it to the chat. Is it Vardy or is it JP? Or even Nketiah? Who knows?
Or is he too old for you boys now? Is he too old? Because I like hearing an away perspective. Like, we still love him no matter what. Obviously, what he's done.
I won't lie. You know what? I'll keep Jamie Vardy there myself.
I quite like Vardy as a player.
For what he's doing at his age is
unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
I don't think many people can do it to that level at that age as well.
Yeah,
and also,
wrong. Is he what 38?
He's 37, 38. I think he's 30.
And also, I respect the celebration that he did in front of the Homesdale. It was awful, but it was hilarious.
Yeah. Maybe you'll do it again with the old little eagle thing. How brilliant one it is.
That did rattle a lot of us. To be fair.
Rattled is one word. I'd say rustled some feathers is another.
Rattled at the moment. Looking back on it, it was hilarious.
Oh, it's brilliant, man. You need that in the football. In this football, honestly, there's just not many like it anymore, is there?
Of course.
So, let's get to the real talk now. Predictions. Are you feeling confident against this Leicester side that's not really got much going for it in terms of points? Very similar to yourselves. We've just got over PSR, hopefully. Motivation might be going our way with that. But it was international break. We don't really know our players. All of us, our players are really going to get back.
I don't think you've given yourself a bad account so far. Granted, you've got the 1 point, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not too... Yeah, it was against Spurs, like you boys against Spurs.
And you've had a good transfer window as well. Like I think El Khanous is a great signing, by the way.
Yeah, well, I suppose we'll learn more about him as we go this season because he looks like one of those players where you just hope that it's going to happen. And sometimes these players abroad, you come in and they don't work, even at the top level. Some of the big failings over the years when I was a kid. I remember the big hype for someone like Diego Forlan coming to Man United. What a flop that was. So players that come and go like that, I'm hoping it works, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. For me,
yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because like you say, it's a 6-pointer, and
I'm expecting us to win, but that's what makes me so nervous.
Yeah, but you're also the home side, and you should be expected to win because our like I say, Steve Cooper's away form in the last 2 years with Forest. It's 2 games in 2 years, boys. It's shocking. And if you watch any of our performances away this season so far, it's not been great. I'm not going to lie.
We're going to say 3-1 Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I do think IU scoring.
Wow. 3-1 though.
Mm-hmm.
You sure? You've only scored 1 all season, technically.
Even because we've missed so many chances.
I mean, for me,
because we're not creating them.
For me, I would say I'll go with 2-1 Palace. With what I'll stick with what I said. I'll stick with what I said on Tactical, but I think it's because even though Leicester have conceded the most chances after like a transition of play, in the whole league, they do have a pretty solid defense, and they don't seem to concede many goals. Like potentially looking at how Tottenham finished last season, how Villa finished last season, how Fulham have started this season, all of them on very good form, and they've only lost by 1 goal or drawn, which I think in that context of those games, that's a very good account, and I think the defense is very good, bearing in mind that they can't pass out the back properly sometimes. So I think it's going to be a close game because they struggle to score. We have struggled to score because of our finishing, but I think that this is probably going to be the same as 2 years ago. The Leicester game and beating Leicester was the thing that really kicked on our...
Univated your season, yeah.
It kicked on our chances of staying in the league. Like if we, I genuinely think if we didn't beat you in that game, if Mateta didn't score late on, it would have been a real struggle for us towards the end of the season. And I hope that this game is a catalyst for us to start going and picking up points again.
I'm going to go for a Steve Cooper narrow draw. I'll gladly take a point away with this sort of fixture. To be honest with you, I'm going for a draw 1-1. Are you at the death to save our skins? Richie's face said it all.
He's just going to score, though, isn't he?
Of course he is.
Hey, Rich, you know what? Yeah, me and Dan were on we actually saw what the odds were of IU scoring, and it was actually really bad. Like they genuinely think he's going to score as well. Same thing with Schlupp. His odds are awful.
Oh my god. Schlupp.
But I do think this is one of the games where, because of how their fullbacks play, our fullbacks are going to be very important. And Dan put out a very bold statement saying that because of how they attack, and the fullbacks are the main ones that overlap and bring the width into their team, if our fullbacks can stay a little bit higher, and with our back 5, we can maybe spread out a little bit, cover the men, have more players up front. Dan said he's got a little taste for Mitchell to score for us in this game.
You just got to be careful of that pace on the sides with Stefan Ndidi and Fats, both left and right. They've got some pace about them and trickery as well. They love flip-flapping and turning, and they can cause mayhem.
100%. Let's go into the comments really quickly. Vardy's looking suspicious up top. How what is it with Vardy? Does he play the whole 90 or does he get subbed?
No, I to be honest with you, I think he's more of a 70-minute man sort of thing now. Maybe even come on in the second half instead, be more of a super subs type of player. I don't think he could do a full 90 anymore. Especially if he's not getting into the game. He's not going to get into the game in the 70th, is he? Let's be honest. If he's not gotten into it for that period already, it's 20 more minutes. He's not going to get in. So, yeah, he is kind of like. He is dwindling. We all know he is, but we're all in denial.
United TV, big up yourself, saying some players last longer. Zlatan, for example.
Yeah. What was that? 41, was it, Zlatan?
I think he's still... Has he retired yet? I think he's still kicking about,
I can't
isn't
even
he?
remember.
How do you rate Leicester's chances of staying up this season?
I think we've kind of answered that with obviously the PSR looming. It's going to be based on what the EFL can somehow dig out, but we'll see. And if other clubs obviously appeal the decision to begin with, we'll see.
Dragon Game saying, I'm going to the game. If you're going after the game, come around to the fan zone. We'd love to do an interview if you want to go.
Yeah.
Just like Townsend's assist against the Def last season. I wish that you didn't remind me of that, Mitch, because that was a bad moment. Very. And final comment. I miss IU already. Don't we all? Don't we all? Also,
how long was he with you guys?
6 years? 5, 6 years, I think.
Gotta be long. Got to be longer than that, surely. It feels longer than that.
Let me actually find out.
It feels longer than
20... Was it 2016 or 2017?
I'm on the website. Give me a minute.
Whilst you're looking that up, guys, so Palace women did beat Dutch side ADO Den Haag. No way it's a team called Den Haag. Sorry.
2017.
it feels longer than that.
Yeah. The highlights are out. So Palace women highlights, their 4-0 win. Their highlights are out on Palace YouTube. And just double checking. I don't know if I missed this bit. Rexy's comment. What was your thoughts on IU? Did you mention that at the beginning, chaps?
Yeah, I'm just excited, to be honest with you. A lot of people are like, "What? He's finished." I see in the chat, and I've lost my headphones. But I thought, you know what? No, because I know for a fact that he brings something to Palace. He always has done. He's a game changer at times, so it's perfect. I think, especially if Steve Cooper's playing bloody, behind the ball bollocks. You need someone maybe further up top to change a game from nothing. So he's a perfect player, I think, personally.
Mm-hmm. I've just seen another comment coming that we haven't actually discussed yet that much. Edouard, you got him for the season. Obviously, he can't play in this game.
Yeah. That's why I didn't mention him.
How do you think he's going to help you out throughout the season? Not maybe not this game. Well, what do you think he'll bring to you guys?
Listen, I'll be honest with you. We was linked to him quite a while back under Brendan Rodgers, and then obviously with the Celtic links with him anyway. I always thought he's going to end up at Leicester at some point, but I didn't realise it was going to be a short loan from Crystal Palace. I don't think you guys rate him all that much. You don't seem too bothered.
Not really.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you boys ain't really bothered, there's not really a buzz about Edouard. It was a random one, but at the same time, we got rid of Clichy Nacho. When I say got rid, his contract ran out and we didn't bother. And I thought that was a bit strange because you can rely on Clichy Nacho to still get you some goals. He had a cracking season when Vardy was injured a few years back, about 3 years ago. He was like the top goal scorer for the season for Leicester. And I thought he never really got the chance to shine, Nacho, because always in Vardy's shadow. I mean, all of them have been. Ever since we've had strikers, have always been in Vardy's shadow. Islam Slimani behind Jamie Vardy, Nacho behind you. And I don't know about this Edouard move. It's a bit of a strange one now. I thought we'd maybe gone past that, but I don't know. What's the reason for loaning him out in the first place? You've just signed a 6-year deal, ain't you, for him? 5-year deal? What is it? Whatever it is. It's an extension anyway to like 2026 or something.
It's only to protect our assets because he could have gone on a free transfer, basically.
Yeah, but that's it. It's just for the
to sell him. Yeah, that's the aim.
Because it's not an obligation to buy or anything, is it? It's just literally a season deal.
No, season long.
It's a weird one. Don't you think it's a weird one?
Very.
Not really. I think that he's not going to get much game time with Edouard and Nketiah at Palace. And if we want to get any money for him, he's got to be playing. So if he's playing...
But in the Premier League...
In the sense, I think it's weird in the sense where we should have given like an obligation to buy or something.
Yeah, or not for a team that's sort of competing in your same sort of league, that sort of bottom 8 sort of trying to
Yeah,
not get
I
relegated.
agree, but
Really weird.
Hey, we're
So-
a top 10 side now.
I'm just saying.
it's
Listen, Rich,
purely
I've seen your
financial.
face on Beat the Drop many a time. You are nowhere near the top 10, bro.
I'm 10th last season. I'm clutching on. I'm holding on to that. All right, leave me alone. Thank you.
But one thing I would say about Edward is that he's so much better if you give him a strike partner.
So,
And I
so you
do
don't
fully
pitch up
believe
top.
that him and Vardy up front, with a slight shift of formation, would actually be very good in the Premier League.
Don't play up top, so that's out the window. Steve
Oh.
Cooper don't like playing attacking
Oh.
football, so
Well, there goes my insight.
you don't.
But yeah, other than that, Rich, is anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think everything's covered.
Cool. Chappie,
Thank you for
please
having me.
shout yourself out, mate.
Yeah, just go and find me. I'm all on socials at Lee_Chappie on YouTube as well. Covering the game on Saturday, hopefully, if I can get home on time. And yeah, just big up yourselves. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, yeah, legend chaps.
Sweet. Thank you very much for going on as well. Guys, to all 31 of you, thank you very, very much for watching. This has been the Crystal Palace versus Leicester preview stream. Watch out for the fan cams after the game. Watch out for the review the following day. And all the best, Chappie, apart from the 90 minutes.
Yeah, good luck. You're going to need it.
That's fighting talk. That's fighting talk. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, up the Palace. Ego!